Hello, friends, and welcome to the Million Dollar Message. This is Tiffany Stout from the Austin, Texas area with your Wednesday wisdom, and I hope that all of you around the country are staying warm. We had a little bit of a cold one here, as I know lots of areas have been lately, and here in Texas we got to enjoy a little bit of snow yesterday, which was so fun. It's still there today because it's still pretty chilly out. But I wanted to talk to you about something that kind of has been going on for a while, and the whole point of what I'm going to share with you today is just about never giving up. I actually am drinking my matcha this morning out of my Never Give Up mug, and it made me think, you know what, that is exactly what I need to share with you today, because this past weekend on, Friday to Sunday, my husband and I took our oldest daughter, Cariana, to her official visit at the university that she's going to be attending next year and will be playing D1 softball at. So this was her official visit there, really the first time that she got to spend any quality time with the coaches and a few of the players on the team, which was great. And it was just awesome, and we're so grateful that she knows where she's going and that she's going to get to follow her dreams and keep playing a sport that she loves, that God has given her the ability to play. And so that's all great and everything, but it didn't start out this way. And as a matter of fact, almost a year ago, just like in a couple weeks, it'll be exactly a year ago, she actually committed to playing at a different school. So those of you who've been following along our journey somewhat, a little bit of it that I have shared, maybe remember this, but she did commit to going to a different school, and kind of a long story short, but I'll condense this for you. She was so excited, committed in February, and was just so excited. I mean, and my kid is like loyal kid. So she was all in. The moment she gave that coach her word, it was just as good as signing a legal document to her. Well, a few months later, the coach there was let go, and I told her, that might not be a good thing, but the school did end up hiring a new coach. She had spoken to the athletic director at the school and was guaranteed by his word that she was still good and they were still going to honor their word to her as long as she wanted to continue to go there and fulfill her word. And she said, absolutely. So lo and behold, that's not what happened. The new coach did let all of the committed athletes go. And so we started all over again. And man, it was the middle of summer after 5 of the biggest recruiting tournaments that she'd already had. We only had one left of the whole summer. Before her senior year, we were just a few months away from her signing that legal document. Anyway, like I said, it is quite a long story, but I learned a lot from my kiddo that I guess those few months in that season of just what it means to never give up. Because if it had been me, if I had been going through personally what she had been going through, I might have quit. I mean, I know she's been working her whole life towards this goal, but it was very emotionally draining and feeling very much like we were out of time. There were no options left. Trying to get coaches to respond, any coaches that even had space left on a team at that point for her age and her recruiting class, all the things. So it was definitely a lot of emotions to go through, but I learned so much watching her go through it and watching her resilience and watching her determination, and most of all, watching her faith grow through that adversity and just being thrown into a huge obstacle that she had no control over, but deciding that wasn't the end of her story and that God was going to bring her through this as long as she just trusted him in the process. And she did. Man, let me tell you, she completely did. She was really the one in charge of the whole recruiting journey to begin with, but I just let her go. And I just stood back and just watched in awe of what she made happen. And so it was just really exciting to see her this weekend in her element, just in such joy, knowing that she didn't quit. that she didn't give up, you guys, that she knew that this was something that God has called her to do in this time in her life. And so maybe you're feeling that way. Maybe you started out the month of January and you were like, yeah, let's go. It's a new year. I'm going to hit my goals. I'm going to do it. And maybe you've kind of fallen off over the last 3 weeks. Maybe you were determined and you said you were going to do X, Y, and Z every single day or every single week, and you've already missed it half the time or all the time. And so you're feeling defeated. You're feeling like you can't trust yourself. You're feeling like you can't believe your own words that come out of your mouth, your own mind. And, when you make up your mind, you're just going, oh, maybe I didn't make up my mind. I don't know. I can't believe that. I feel out of integrity with who I am and the words I say. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that's what's happened. All that matters is that you decide right now, that you decide that you are going to keep going, that you are not going to give up, that this dream that you have is so much bigger than the obstacles that you're going to face. And let me just be honest with you, we are going to face them. I mean, that is like the one thing I can promise and guarantee you in this business and in your life. You're going to have obstacles, especially when you set a big goal. Man, that is when the devil steps in and says, let me just see how bad she really wants it. Let me see how committed to this dream she really is. And you're going to have more adversity than you've ever faced because you've got a bigger goal than you've ever had. So I just want to challenge you in this season of a new year and new hope and new dreams and new beginnings and also new fears and new obstacles and new challenges and all of the things that are going to come your way, that you don't give up, that you have a never give up attitude, that you dig deep into the perseverance that you know is in there. You know you've overcome things in your past. You know you can do it again. So reach inside and be committed to achieving the goal that you've had, that you've set, overcoming those challenges, regardless of your obstacles, your setbacks, any difficulty that comes your way. I want you to have resilience and determination and a willingness to keep trying, even when going forward seems like it's just going to be too hard, all right? Because this is when you know that you truly are a champion. So I am just giving you this inspiration from my daughter today. I know that your success story is going to inspire others as well. So stay positive. If you need support, reach out to somebody that's going to encourage you and set clear goals and work towards them with determination. We are reminded over and over again in God's word that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And in Galatians 6:9, he tells us, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So let this be your year of perseverance and determination and never, ever giving up. I hope this message blesses you today. God bless you all. Bye-bye.